if the tarot cards walked into Fashion Week, some would be front row, some would be backstage, and some wouldn't be invited at all. So I don't know if anyone has ever ranked the fashion of the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, but today we're about to do that. And when I say fashion, we're talking about their outfits and all the various things that they're wearing. And before we begin, as y'all can see, we have broken all the cards into 4 distinct categories. Before we get into the analysis, we have to shout out the lady who styled the tarot cards. And I'm using on purpose the Pamela Coleman Smith commemorative set. Let's shout out the #1 tarot diva. We thank you for your contributions to the industry. So, all right, let's begin with rankings. So we're going to go from best to worst. And the first category is Runway Ready. The second category is Not Couture, but Well Styled. The third category is Laundry Day, ? They're looking a little bummy. And then unfortunately, we just have a whole group of cards that are ineligible, no shade. So let's jump in. We're going to go from worst to best. And now the ineligible cards, I put them into 4 distinct piles. You kind of get it. Like the aces, they're not giving anything. They're like all gray. And you know, we know aces are like a new start, but fashion wise, it's pretty literally drab and boring. So if y'all are ineligible, and then we have the inanimate objects, the 3 of Swords, 9 of Cups, the Moon, definitely the 8 of Wands. So again, it's unfair to judge them, you know, not really wearing any outfits. So this is what I call the distress group. You know, bros in the esophagus, kind of napping, you know, I mean, just find your chill. The people are falling out the tower. I thought it was like disrespectful to critique their outfits when there's a crisis going on. Bro, the 10 of Swords, like even though 10 of Swords is kind of giving a little life with the red cape and the tan shirt, but yeah, we wish you the best, man. And also too, like the 5 of Pentacles people, it just was not right. It wasn't right. They struggling. We do not diss the 5 of Pentacles people. They're doing the best they can. And then our last group of ineligible cards are our naked folks. Judgment, Devil, the World, Lovers. Now the little baby on the sun, I almost included them, but you know, Naked and the Star. So ineligible, that is the first pile. So we'll put them over here. Burp, you guys are out. So let's move on to Laundry Day people, which nah, like they need some couture help. Now the Queen of Wands, like it's cheerful and it's beautiful, like the sunflowers, but it's kind of just boring. It's just a yellow robe. Like I felt like, you know, she could incorporate, like the throne has all the beauty with the lions and like the stucco pattern. And then, you know, you have your fabulous crown and then everything's just yellow down to the guardians here. So again, just a little drab, girl, just a little drab. Also Queen of Cups, like, you know, the chalice is cool. And I even kind of like, I was zooming in, like the cape that she's wearing, I guess that's kind of like water waves, but literally her dress or her attire is washed out. So yeah, it's yeah. I can't hype these people up, y'all. They're not looking the best. And again, like our guy, 8 of Pentacles, you know, we can't even be mad. You're not going to wear your best work outfits to clothes. I mean, you're not going to wear your best clothes to work. And honestly, I was zooming in and I'm like, is his shirt torn because he's working so hard? Yeah, I did like the red shoes, but you know, we had to take a couple points off for the raggedy uniform. I see all of our queens are just falling under Laundry Day, but I don't know, like I always say the Queen of Pentacles, even though this is not necessarily a negative card, you know, she just looks a little somber. And, you know, she's just wearing the red and white. I feel like, girl, you got all these pentacles. You could have did better. You could have did better. The 10 of Pentacles, now, the best feature is, I guess, kind of like how we see the grapes kind of a la King of Pentacles kind of morph into, like, I guess the blanket. But, you know, I'm like, y'all have a whole generation going on and everyone's looking kind of basic. So, yeah, that's... King of Swords, same thing. This all washed out blue. And even, like, your cape is boring. What is that? Like, dark blue. Your crown is kind of mid. I mean, your throne is nice, but that wasn't enough to get you bumped up to a higher category. And you know what? Like, this is our least fashionable nights, because y'all will see as we go further along in the video that the nights are kind of actually very stylish. And this is like, it's very dark and drab. Like, I can't distinctly tell the difference between the horse and, like, their dark cape. So bonus points for, I like the plume on the headgear. That's the best you're doing, Knight of Pentacles. So, Four of Wands people. Yeah, y'all, I mean, they happy. Maybe their house gets points, but yeah, it is kind of like what's even going on here? Like, I guess because your arm is up, like, yeah, it's kind of whack, y'all. Man, I feel bad. Maybe I should have put her in an ineligible because she's really going through some things, but yeah, it's just like red dress, and you know, maybe when she frees herself she can find something better to put on, but this whole card is just not working out. Temperance, same thing. Like, anyone that just has like just a plain gown, and I mean, I know there's like that triangle there, and your chalices are cool and your angel wings are dope, but girl, you could have did better than just it's like a hospital gown. Temperance angel, you could have did a little better, a little bit better. This guy, you know, he ain't spending no money on good clothes. Four of Pentacles is like, you're going to get whatever's in my closet. I am more focused on my pentacles. I don't care what I look like. And that's exactly what happened, man. Same thing. Our Temperance angel here on the Strength card is, again, I can't award points for these hospital gowns. Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So this is another card that almost was ineligible because of all the carnage and death guy, but the Pope actually bumped them up because the royal guy is dressed very nice. Yeah, we just gonna, you know, y'all stressing out down there. We're not gonna critique y'all. So this card only wins, and actually our skeleton guy, like his armor, the black and the silver. I mean, this is where we at, yo. We're complimenting the skeleton on the death card. Yo, I was so sad to rank High Priestess so low. Like, I feel like the pomegranate background is cute, but, and I know she's washing out with the water down here, but it's kind of boring, girl. Like, we love you. We love your intuitive vibes, but all this blue and yeah, like, but you know, I don't think it's appropriate for her to be any flashier. So you get a tiny pass. Man, another court card. Like, so the cape and like maybe the scarf is kind of fabulous, but again, the washed out gown, like anybody that had like a washed out gown and like his crown is, you know, not as fabulous. So yeah, I can't boost your ranking up. And I was really sad that the Three of Cups girls was like, what is that? And see, we got her back is turned, so maybe like the front of her outfit is doing something. But girls, like, y'all could have did way better. Y'all could have looked way better. Same, you know, I'm just repeating myself, but same kind of washed out tunic, white shirt, sitting on a stone tablet. Can't do much for you, man. Now the Hermit is almost kind of like the High Priestess. I really wouldn't expect you to be super flashy, and you know, I appreciate your mission. We appreciate your mission. And the hood, like, the best thing about your cape is the hood, and you know, your beard is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie to Hermit, y'all. He's giving like mature sexy, but everything else is what did they used to say, is very demure. It's very demure. So, and lastly, Five of Cups, also, we don't get to see anything but like this funeral robe. And this is dramatic because the cups are still standing, man. You're all in your feelings with this dramatic cape on. So no. Okay, y'all. So that was our laundry day, people. Now we're going to go ahead and make this a two-parter. Say stay tuned to get the next group, the Couture folks, and our best dressed who are runway ready.